up to 24 hours. Today's video, we're gonna be testing a new drugstore concealer, and I've heard really amazing things about it. So I went and bought pretty much the entire collection. They were sold out of 2 shades, and I wrote down those shades just so you guys would know. So they were out of caramel and truffle, but other than that, I did try to get the entire collection. I'm gonna be swatching all of them and also doing a wear test and telling you guys how it wears, how it applies, the texture of it. But let's just dig in because, oh my god, this is like concealer heaven in here. You guys have to see. Like, dun dun dun. Look at all those. Yes, yes, honey. Okay, so I guess I'll just take out all of them and line them up for you guys, and then we'll do some swatches. But if you didn't guess already, the concealer that I'm testing out is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I was so excited when I first heard about this concealer or saw it on Instagram because it just looks so bomb. It looks like it's gonna be such a good dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. I mean, we'll see how it wears, but from like the actual bottle and also the applicator. I saw the applicator on somebody's story. I don't remember whose, maybe even on L'Oreal's story, but the applicator is so nice and big, and I have never really seen a drugstore concealer have like this nice of an applicator. It looks really similar to Tarte Shape Tape applicator. Let's just take both of them out. I haven't even seen, like, I haven't looked at them both side by side, but just from the pictures that I saw, it looked really similar. Oh my god, yeah. It's gonna be super duper similar. So this is Tarte Shape Tape, obviously, and then this is L'Oreal. The L'Oreal one is just a little bit narrower than Tarte Shape Tape, but still has that like extra large wand or extra large doe foot applicator to it. So I'm really, really excited because I find that Tarte Shape Tape is obviously super easy to apply because of that. So it'd be nice to have a little drugstore dupe. You know, I want to swatch it for you guys just to see all of them lined up. That's why I bought the entire collection like an actual crazy person. Like, I spent so much money on buying this entire collection, but it was really just to be able to swatch it to show you guys the shade range, basically. Oh, this one's like packaged. Ooh, a little mini of the CeraVe. I always use this. It's my favorite facial cleanser. Perfect. Love that. Oh wait, I think I ordered that. All right, so I went ahead and laid out all the shades that I have just so you guys could see what the shade range looks like inside of the packaging. So like I said, I'm missing 2. There's 25 shades overall, and I have 23 here. I'm missing one of the medium shades and then also one of the deeper shades, but this is what the shades look like that I have, at least. And I'm going to do some swatches and see what they look like out of the packaging as well, but I wanted to show you guys. Bada boom, bada bing, boom, boom, boom. There you go. Now we're going to do some swatches, and I'm going to try to swatch all of them. There are quite a lot here. I hope I can fit them on my arm, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll see like the real shade range outside of the packaging. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to start like all the way back here because I don't think all the shades are gonna fit. So here we go. So these are all the shades that I have, at least. The first shade that I'm missing is right in between these two, and then the second shade that I'm missing is in between these two, just to give you guys like kind of a gauge. I can see it's a super matte finish, and I did read online that these are supposed to be waterproof. Okay, let's do this. Oh, it's weirdly satisfying, actually. Whoa, it's like staining my arm. Oh my god. And then me hella long wearing. Okay, L'Oreal. All right, so I just sprayed myself with a little bit of hydrator to refresh the makeup, but I think I'm going to actually do one side with the L'Oreal concealer and then one side with my Tarte Shape Tape, just to see how they wear and how it compares to each other, to see if this really would be like a good drugstore dupe, and then also we can just see how it's wearing through the day. So I'm gonna go in on my left side. Took me a little too long to figure that out. Going on my left side, and you guys know the drill. I always go in with a little bit, like the first layer is pretty small and right in that inlet to really cancel out discoloration, but also to cancel out the little divots. And we'll see how this wears. So I'm going in with the shade Amber 385. Ooh, I haven't even blended it all the way in and I feel like it's already like full coverage, but it's not feeling heavy like when I'm blending it in. It's actually quite lightweight. Ooh, yes. Okay. Wow, you can really see a difference actually between the two sides, like discoloration, a big divot. I do have a bigger, like a deeper divot on this side to be fair, but I see a huge difference just right away. So let's go in with Shape Tape on the other side. Same technique, just going right here in the inner corner. I almost feel like the L'Oreal one is more coverage. A little bit, right? I just went in with a second layer, like a second small layer on Tarte Shape Tape side to try to get it even. But I still feel like the L'Oreal one is like giving me a little bit more something. Ah, almost dropped my beauty blender. Okay, now I'll go in with my full layer. So I always do that little layer first and then my complete concealer layer. So again, going with L'Oreal on one side, Tarte on the other, and then for the rest of the face, I'm probably just gonna use the L'Oreal one to again see how it wears, because obviously that's the one that we're more so trying out, but underneath the eyes, I really want to test both of them. So I'll go in, I like to center it towards the nose, and then take the applicator wipe it over here. Really like the applicator though. I mean, I'm such a huge fan of like extra large applicators like this that it just makes it so easy. Okay, so this shade's a little bit more brightening than the shade of the L'Oreal that I use. Maybe I'll mix in a little bit of the shade below just to see how it goes. So this one is Pecan now. I think that's gonna work. When I showed that the photo of me from when I was like when I first started YouTube, so many people were like, oh my god, you got a nose job, honey. Just from contouring and highlighting the nose, okay? I've never gotten any work done. And not the nose job, even though everyone started accusing me of that after I showed that old picture. But that was also like 7 years ago, so you know, I'm bound to look a little different. But anyways, so that is the concealer on. I think I am gonna use one of the darker shades to add some cream contour, just again to, you know, be testing out the product as much as possible. So I'm taking the shade 415 Honey. I'm just gonna go ahead, let me see how to do this. My god, look at that. The blend is crazy, especially from the side here where you could really see it. Like, dang. Okay. The formula is actually really interesting because, especially underneath the eyes, you can see it's very full coverage, but it doesn't feel full coverage on the skin. Like, I almost want to say Tarte feels even a little bit heavier. I haven't blended that side in yet because I want to make sure to get all of the L'Oreal blended in first before I go in with that section. A little goes a long way, as you can tell. I mean, like, it blends out so seamlessly, especially here on the cheek. I haven't even really touched the forehead yet, so don't look at that. But a little really does go a long way. You don't really need much. Like, I applied way too much, actually. So I'm just trying to do some damage control and kind of, like, blend everything together a little bit better. You guys, tell me why this side literally looks better. That divot, like, my divot that I have is completely gone. Again, this one is a little bit bigger, but, like, dang, yo. Got the chinny chin chin, you know what I'm saying. This is the full concealer and contour, cream contour applied with that concealer. I really like it. I do think that, as you guys saw, a little goes a long way, so you really don't need much as far as the actual amount of application that you're getting. But It blended out nice. We'll see how it wears. I did end up using, I think I mentioned this, but I ended up using 415 and 380. I think the contour was a bit dark for me, so I'll probably go a little lighter the next time I use it. But once I blended it out, it actually blended quite easily, so I think it still works for the purpose of this video. But I wanted to mention the actual amount that you get because you don't really need much. I think it's actually like, you know, I think it would last you quite a while. So for Tarte Shape Tape, you get 0.3381 fluid ounce. The L'Oreal one, you get 0.33 fluid ounce. So same, you know, same amount that you're getting pretty much, roughly the same amount in here. Actually, yeah, the bottles are even like almost exactly the same, but the L'Oreal one is $12.99 and then Tarte is, I believe, $27 or like around that price range. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup off camera and set this down, and then we'll take you guys through the day. Oh wait, actually, totally almost forgot, but I did want to read through like what they talk about on the website, just because that's something that I like to do when I'm trying out a new product. Like, I just want to see what it's supposed to do and if it actually does that. So on their website, it says, be unstoppable, experience full-on coverage and full face wear up to 24 hours. Okay. Don't know if I can test that out tonight because I'm going to Cabo in the morning, but we'll see. Anyways, so it says, new full wear concealer is our highest coverage formula in our widest concealer shade range ever. The concealer provides full coverage with a flawless matte finish. It's a multi-use formula that conceals imperfections while also doubling as a contour/highlight product. You can shape your face by going 1 to 2 shades deeper to contour, and then they also recommend 1 to 2 shades lighter to highlight and brighten. And our extra large applicator provides maximum coverage in one stroke to cover under eye circles, acne scars, and discoloration. It's waterproof, non-greasy, won't transfer, fade, or flake, so your full coverage look is locked in all day. And a little goes a long way. Wow, really wish I had read that because they literally write that on the website. It says, a little goes a long way, available in 25 full coverage shades for every skin tone. Yeah, a little does really go a long way, and I think I found that out a little bit late. But let's just see how it looks under all my other makeup. You guys. And I'll show it's looking flawless. I really, really like the coverage, especially once I set it. I just feel like it looks like a doll skin, and I used, you know, my same foundation that I always use, so it's really the concealer doing the job. So, yeah, this is the finished look. I'll take you guys through my day, and I'll check in a couple hours to see how the concealer is wearing. So this is our finished look. It is looking flawless, honestly. I'm really, really impressed, especially with, like, I can actually see a difference. I think that the Tarte side has a little less coverage, and it didn't cover the purple under my eyes as well as the L'Oreal side. So I'm really, really impressed by that, and just overall the finish of it. And I used like my normal foundation and most of like the normal products, like setting powders and everything that I normally use. So it's all the foundation, I mean, all the concealer, just doing all the work here. And look at the blend of like the contour and bronzer once I put powders over it. Honey. I will check back in a couple hours to let you guys know how the products are wearing. And I'll see you then. So it's been a couple hours. Honestly, I totally forgot to like show you guys what time it was the last time we ended the video, but I think it was around 2. So it's been 3 hours now. It's 4:55, and I am pretty darn impressed. I don't feel like the concealer's like caking up. It doesn't feel weird is what I'm trying to say. And it still looks quite flawless, especially when you're in like nice lighting. We all know nice lighting really makes a difference, but there you go. That's how I feel about it so far. I also don't think it's like creasing too much. I'm gonna look on my camera just to see. My under eyes have actually been like a lot drier lately, not the concealer, but like my actual skin underneath, just because it's, I don't know actually why. I honestly don't know why, but my under eyes have been a little dry lately. So I feel like, you know, there might be a little bit of dryness, but I think it's just me, not really the concealer. But overall, the look is definitely a look. Say hi, Alyssa. Wow, we were supposed to work out this morning and we didn't. And it's right here haunting us.
I don't need my workout clothes.
Me too!
You have a full face of makeup.
And then me, darling. We always work out with a full face of makeup. No, I'm just kidding, we don't. This day passed by so quickly, like I'm really not gonna lie to you guys. My phone just died, so I can't even tell you, I can't even say like by showing you guys, but it's 10:11 p.m. so I've had the makeup on for about 8 hours now, actually longer because 8 hours was just from the time that I finished. So I've technically had the concealer on for probably like 9 hours now. And it held up pretty well, I would say. I do feel like my under eyes are dry, but I got the same thing on the Tarte side, to be completely honest. You can probably see if I bring the camera up really close. Like, do you see the bit of dryness? Honestly, I think that because it is so matte, like because the concealer itself is so matte, plus my dry under eyes, you know, might not be the best little combo there. One thing I will say that did impress me is the staying power of the coverage. Sometimes what I've experienced with, you know, more affordable concealers or foundations, not my Maybelline Fit Me, and not like a couple other favorites, but the majority of affordable products, you will see them wearing off your skin a lot quicker through the day because they just don't have the same staying power as a lot of products that might have like higher end ingredients or more expensive ingredients, I should say. So I will say that I'm very impressed with that. For a $12.99 concealer, you're getting a lot for what you're paying, and that's what impresses me. I'm definitely gonna continue trying it out. One more other thing that I don't think I mentioned earlier is the actual undertone of the product is amazing. Again, obviously, like at the drugstore in general, you know, most of the time we don't see like a huge shade range, and along with that, we don't see a lot of undertones, like a lot of different undertones. A lot of drugstore products are very pink tone for some reason, and I'm not really quite sure like why that is, like why drugstore products are typically more pink toned than a higher end product, but they for some reason are. But these ones, or at least the shade that I tried, was a really great undertone match for me in my foundation shade, because it just blended in so seamlessly. And I meant to mention that earlier actually when I was applying, but I totally forgot. But yeah, that is my final review for the night. I'm actually going to Cancun in the morning, so really need to start packing. I haven't even started yet. Still need to edit a couple videos tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off all this makeup. Honestly, best feeling in the world is taking off my lashes at the end of the day, and I'm so looking forward to that right now. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this review. If you guys have any new launches that you guys really want me to try out and do like a similar video to, where like I test out the products, then let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. You are beautiful inside and out. Love you guys so much, and see you next time.